In 2025, she launched the Sexual Purity and Education Tour SPET project, an outreach initiative that takes her to schools and churches where she teaches children and adolescents about sexual purity, personal safety, and responsible choices. Her dedication to humanitarian service was recognized in February 2026 when she received the Humanitarian Service Award from WIMHCO in recognition of her selfless service, dedication, and tireless effort in promoting sex education for children and adolescents in Abuja. Mrs. Nwoko is happily married to Pastor Chidubere Josiah Nwoko, and the marriage is blessed with 3 wonderful children. She remains devoted to her calling of raising informed children, strengthening families, and building morally sound communities. Please, with a sounding ovation, let us welcome our speaker for today, Mrs. Nwoko Obianuju Augustina. Please, let's join our hands together. Let's unmute our mic and please clap as we welcome our speaker for today. I cannot hear the sound. Please, let's clap as we welcome our speaker for today. It's a pleasure to have her take us tonight. Oh, you're most welcome, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, all. Can you hear me? Good evening, all. Sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Good evening, ma'am. You're welcome.
Am I audible enough?
Yes, you're audible. Can you hear us? Can you hear me?
Am I audible enough?
Can you hear me?
Okay. Okay. It's a pleasure to be on this platform tonight. I do not take any efforts that have been put together to ensure that this program takes place at this hour for granted. Thank you to everyone, especially the hands that have come together to deem it fit to set up this kind of conference, virtual conference. I am very happy, very delighted to be in your midst today. Thank you very much. And for all that have saved this time to be part of this event, sincerely, I appreciate you all. Thank you. And it's a promise that by God's grace, your time will not be wasted. It will be a time well spent, even as we work together. Thank you very much. The topic given to me says, parenting and social media, integrate or isolate. And when I saw the topic, sincerely, I was very happy. Sincerely, because, you know, it is, it has a way of, you know, relating with what we see in our present day, what is predominantly happening, especially among our children today, especially among the younger generation. So when I saw the topic, I was pleased and I jumped at it. I will have to be very sincere because sincerely, I love to lend my voice to anything that will make families better, that would make parenting worth the time and that will make the community a better place. I love to lend my voice. So thank you once again, the organizers, and thank you to all of you that have saved this time to be here today. All right, so, okay, this is the topic given to me, and by God's grace, we'll be doing justice to it. Parenting and social media. Can you see my screen?
Yes, and it's clear.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I hope, oh, I think something went wrong. Okay, sorry. Okay. Okay. So this is the Path to Success Virtual Success Conference, Virtual 4.0. The topic is parenting and social media, integrate or isolate. It is a virtual conference, and this is my presentation. I remain my humble self, Obianuju, Nwoko. Thank you. All right, so let's go to our first slide. I don't know if it would be wrong to make it a bit more interactive. I'm an educationist anyway, and I really like it when it's interacting. But I would see how we can manage the time so that we do not prolong it because we're making it interacting, okay? All right, so understanding the reality that is facing us. Understanding the reality. Now, the question before us is not whether social media exists. It is not whether it will grow. The question is not also whether it would stop or if it will fade away at a point in our lives. The question, as intentional parents, we do not, this is something that is facing every parent, and because we do not want to come up to make people have the understanding that we are struggling, we try to bottle up. But sincerely, it is something that most parents are struggling with handling. Given the fact that many parents of today, when they were young, there was no such thing as social media, okay? Yeah. So the social media of today is a classroom, is a marketplace, it's a psychological mirror. You want to know how people see you from the social media. If I want to know about someone today, from the person's social media accounts, it will give me a volume of what I need to know. Matter of fact, there are some interviews that would request for, there are some interviews that would request for your social media accounts. They just want the account. There are certain things you just cannot hide. When you do things you do, be it good or bad, and you feel it's your life, it's your data, it's your gadget, and you dish it out to the social media. It's there, it will save there, okay? And now when you go for an interview and they just ask for your social media account, they just want to see everything that is there. And they can just, come to their conclusion of your personality. So in a way, it's a psychological mirror. So I do not want to start giving the dictionary meaning of social media. I want to give you the meaning, the way it resonates with us, the way it relates with us as of today. So that's why I say it's a classroom. It's a classroom because people learn from social media. It's a marketplace because if you are doing any business and you have not posted it online. You have not started.
Yeah.
So you see, I want to make you understand that I'm not here to rule out that social media is bad. Okay? Neither am I trying to say it's the best thing that have ever happened to this generation. But we're here to strike a balance. Okay? Good. Now, understanding the reality, social media is not merely for entertainment. It is a communication infrastructure. What is communication? You know, you send message and receive message. It happens in social media. So it is a communication infrastructure, it's a cultural influence, it's a learning environment and also a marketplace, as I've mentioned earlier. Platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, X, and even YouTube. This platform has their ways of shaping conversations. Okay? They shape conversations, they shape trends, they shape our values, even our aspirations. You can be on your own, you know, you're just feeling cool with yourself, and you go online, then you see something, and before you know what is happening, your peace has been taken away. You just want to be like that thing you have seen. You want to see how to emulate. You start aspiring to be what you have seen on social media. 10 minutes before then, you were good. Okay? But just that you have seen something, it has triggered your aspiration. You just want to be that thing you have seen. Am I communicating? Okay. So you just want to be that thing that you have seen. Thank you. Now, when we are faced with things like this, when we are faced with things like this, what do we do? What do we do? When we are faced with challenges in social media, what exactly do we do? What exactly do we do? I'm coming there. Let's see some risks of social media. What are the risks? Because yes, you know, generally, the world always want to laud the negative aspect of a particular thing or a particular person more than the positive aspects. So I understand that a lot of people have many negative perceptions about social media. Okay, so now we want to digest those things, those risks on social media, those risks of social media rather, those things that we know that these are the things that can affect children if you allow them to have access in social media. So that's what we want to do now. Risk of social media. The first on my list here says psychosocial risk. Under psychosocial risk, you may want to get your pen and paper. I just dropped some points on my slides. If I should put everything to be so cumbersome, so you may want to get your pen and paper and maybe jot as I speak. Thank you. So under psychosocial risk, the first on my list is cyberbullying. We know about cyberbullying is an online harassment or intimidation through digital platforms. Another one on my list is peer pressure amplification. What do I mean by this? Increased pressure to conform due to visible online trends and validation culture. When children see things that are trending, they are so pressured to conform with it. Just less than a week, we had an issue online of someone taking a sachet of hypo and the other person took a sachet of hypo. As we speak now, people are doing skits out of that. People are, you know, trying to, when I even saw it, even the person that did it is a very young person. I was like, I already had that in my head that before you know it, there'll be skits will start coming up about taking hypo. And it is very, very dangerous. And just like I thought, I started seeing. So before you know it, it will now be a trend. It will be trendy that, oh, if this person makes you angry, go and take hypo. Before you know it, and as bad as it is, I just pray people do not fall victim of this. I just pray that people do not fall victim of it. Another person made a skit saying, oh, the God of hypo locates me, that these people that had this issue, they succeeded in advertising hypo. No, people are just doing many different things, that they succeeded in advertising hypo. Now, hypo have gone throughout the world, because the story have gone throughout the world, and they were holding hypo when they did what they did. I don't want to say, I don't know if it's true or false, and I'm not here to say that. But for the fact that they were holding a sachet of hypo, that they've succeeded in advertising hypo throughout the world. You know, these are the things we're talking about. The trend will continue. So there will be, the young ones will be pressurized to move with the trend. Move with the trend. Now, another point under psychosocial risk is comparison culture. Comparison culture. This is a culture of constantly measuring self-worth against others online. When they see things online, they want to measure up. People want to, like, know, oh, this person that is as looking good. Are you trying to say you're better than me? Next time when I come online, I'm going to dress better than you. Oh, you're flashing your iPhone 17. Are you trying to say you are better than me? Oh, you want to tell us that you have an iPhone 17. Don't worry, next time I'm going to get the one that is higher than the iPhone 17. So that comparison culture is something we see, and is one of the risks of social media under psychosocial risk. Another one under my list here says identity conflicts. Identity conflicts. Confusion between personal and cultural identity. Many young ones have lost themselves. I tell you, many young ones have lost themselves. What do I mean that they have lost themselves? Because of this eagerness to want to be like what they are seeing on social media, they cannot really say, this is who I am. Because the comparison culture have taken all over their mind. They can't really come and say, this is who I am, this is what I like, this is what I do not like. Because for now, they are struggling with, their own personal identity. Oh, let's take, for instance, now, a child that, doesn't like flashy things, flashy colors, or, just like it's cool. That is our original self. But because that child has started seeing things on social media, I started seeing people wearing flashy clothes, doing things, that competitive culture have taken over the reasoning of that child. Okay? Now the child will want to, like, oh, if I remain this way, people will think I don't know what is up. People will think I'm a Jew girl or I'm a Jew boy. No, I need to step up a bit. So this attitude of wanting to impress is there. Remember, we're talking about parenting. So our focus now is on children. And when I talk about children, I'm talking about majorly adolescents and youth. Of course, the toddlers and preteens are also there. All right. Now, let's move to sociocultural risk. Let's move to sociocultural risk. Under my list here, I have cultural erosion. Cultural erosion. This is gradual weakening of indigenous values. It's sad to know that our culture is gradually being taken away. because we as parents, culture is something that is passed on from generation to generation. Our parents made us understand that certain things are not our culture, certain things are our culture. And because we do not have social media during our days, we listen to our parents. We have this strong feeling that they know better than us. I'm not trying to say that my era or our era is far better than, is far better than this present era. No, I'm just trying to say how we were brought up. So we believed in what they say. We know, we have this full belief that they know better than us. So when they tell us, okay, this is how you should behave, this is how you are not supposed to behave, we listen. Of course, yes, there were people that did not listen during our time. So I'm not trying to say everybody is good or was good during our time. Okay? But today, you find a parent telling a child, this is how you should do this. This is not our culture, you're not supposed to do this. And the child would look the parent in the eye and want to argue. But mom, I understand that during your time, this is what was predominant. But now times are changing. You know, you see the child coming up with a constructive argument. And the parents will be dazed a bit. You know, you'll be dazed that, oh, what is she trying to say? Number one, the parents will be happy that my child can really argue constructively. That's the first thing. The child will be very happy. Yeah, sorry, the parents will be happy that my child can really argue constructively, which means this child is intelligent. And now the parents' mindset might leave the major thing, the major focus. You know, a part of you, parents want to really, when children do things that makes parents to like, there are certain things children will do, like parents will be like, wow, my school fees is really working. You understand? I'm like, this child is very smart, this child is brilliant and all that. So, but for parents who really know what they want to get, they will want to really like, no, you don't do this. Of course, I understand that this is a trending thing, but I am saying that this is our culture. It is against our culture to behave this way, to act this way, to dress this way. Do you understand? And even at that, it's still not easy. So this is one of the challenges parents are facing now. So one of the risks of social media under sociocultural risk is a cultural erosion. The next on my list here says cultural displacement. This is adopting external digital cultures over local identity. Adopting external digital culture over local identity. And I'm going to say this on a very, very lighter note. Don't quote me, don't misquote me. I'm going to say this on a very lighter note. I had a teacher recently trying to convince his learners that the white people deceived us. They brought colonization, the education they brought, everything they did, they actually deceived us. And he said something. He said, when they come, they bring a spoon and give to us, and we want to be happy. That must we use spoon to eat? And the learner said, why? We should use spoon. He said, what happened to your hands? And the learner said, it's not hygienic. And do you know what he said? He said, spell spoon. And they said, S-P-O-O-N. And he raised his finger this way. I don't know if you can see my finger. And he said, let me show my finger. Which one will show you? He said, S-P-O-O-N. This is it. This is your spoon. So it was very funny anyway. when we talk about adopting external digital cultures over local identity, there are certain things that, yes, we have learned to adopt over the normal things we do. Yes, it's good. Most of these things are good. Okay? Most of those things are good. But in one way or the other, there might be some consequences in one way or the other. I have a lot of things on my list here. Okay, so I'll just pick the points and just write them down, and God will help us to have better understanding. Okay, now the next on my list here says negative social modeling, copying inappropriate online behaviors, just like the hypo issue I mentioned a few minutes ago. Copying inappropriate online behaviors, things we see online, we just want to copy. As in, and these children are still growing. In fact, we even have these issues with adults, not to talk of children, not to talk of adolescents. Okay, we have this issue with adults, not to talk of adolescents. Now we have also value distortion. Value distortion simply means redefining success and morality based on social media standards.